The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman men's soccer coach Stephen Lyons, I'm Danielle Whaley, and this is the Eagles Sports Network as we break down the spring schedule for the men's soccer team. And it's really weird, Coach, to be getting together talking about a spring season. We're so used to talking about the fall, but you in this weird year that we've been going through, you do have the chance to play in the spring. What has this, scenario been like, trying to formulate this kind of schedule for a time of year where you're used to not playing?
Yeah, it's definitely been strange. Same for everybody. I think once the conference came out and announced the schedule and how the format was going to look, it kind of inspired everybody a little bit more to know that we've got something that we're going to be working towards. So until then it was a little frustrating, but it was the same for everybody. So once they came out with it, and again, we're just happy that we've got something to play for in the spring.
You talk about the inspiration. I feel like that's kind of something you have to work on with a team at this point in the season, where you're so used to getting ready for these games, but there's nothing going on. How has that been for the team, kind of trying to mentally prepare for a time where everything's kind of up in the air?
Yeah, again, I think that the transition initially was a little tough for everybody, but once we settled in and we were able to do some inter-squad games and at least have the ability to practice and work out, and almost use it then as a pre-season for what we're going to be doing in the fall and how we want to play, in the spring, and how we want to play. So I think we made the best out of what's a difficult situation for everybody.
When you look at the schedule as it stands now, you start the season with 2 non-conference games, which in some ways feels like it's almost like an exhibition match to start the season, where you usually have the preseason scrimmages and then you go into the conference play. But looking at the first 2 games that you have for the non-conference slate, you're set to start in the middle of February as of right now against Belmont, Abbey, and Lee. How important is it to go into those games really kind of using that as the way that you set the bar for the team, looking at the conference schedule?
Yeah, well, the 2 tough games on the road, and we know that our conference is tough and there's never an easy game, so it's best to test yourself against the best opposition, and I think it'll be a good experience for all of the guys, especially some of the freshmen, to get that experience, hopefully get 2 good results going into another tough game in conference.
Yeah, and I mean, the conference slate, it's unique this year for all the teams. Everybody's kind of in their own little pods, and you're in a pod with Lincoln Memorial, Tusculum, and Mars Hill, so you have 2 rivals that you're going to be looking to play against. Going into that, how is that mindset, knowing that you're going to be seeing those teams numerous times where you're used to seeing them just once a season?
I'm excited to see how it is, to be honest. That's kind of a regular format that you might see in Europe or South America, wherever. So again, 2 big rivals, and then I know Mars Hill, Greg does a good job there, so that won't be an easy game as well. And so to have the ability to see them at home and on the road, I think it'll be quite interesting to see how it works out. And
this abbreviated schedule, it's unique for everybody across all sports in the conference, but especially with soccer, like you said, playing home and away. How important is it looking at those home matches where you're trying to, defend McCowan Field as you're so used to, but, you're doing it against teams that you're seeing numerous times?
Again, any game in our conference isn't going to be easy, and especially we know the rivalries between Tusculum and LMU, not being far down the road. They always bring a different edge to them, the games themselves. So I'm just excited to, like I said, to be able to have something to work towards, to be able to look forward to the season, and again, good experience for the players to be able to participate and hopefully reach the conference tournament.
It's nice to be able to sit down and actually look forward to a season. It's been a while, so Coach, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
He is Coach Stephen Lyons. I'm Danielle Whaley, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.